What is going on, guys? Destro here, and we are playing some more Battlefield 4. This is Team Deathmatch on the map Operation Locker, and I am using the SG553, which is becoming one of my favorite carbines to use in this game. But I will talk about the SG here in just 1 minute. First, I want to let you guys know that I am playing with my buddies and my fellow Team Z members, Dog, Super Soldier, LCO, and Quicksilver. Links to Quick's channel, Krill's channel, and Soup's channel are all going to be in the description, as well as in the annotation popping up on the video right about now. So if you'd be so kind to head on over and check out their channels, it would be very much appreciated. And I'm going to also probably put a link in the description, because I can't put it in the annotation, to Krill's Twitch account. He's been streaming some stuff here as of late. He just streamed some Outlast, the Whistleblower DLC, or the expansion on the PS4, which was a lot of fun to watch. So I'm going to go ahead and leave a link to Krill's Twitch. What you do is just go over and click the follow button. Even if he's not streaming, go ahead and click the follow button. That way you will know when he goes live with a game. They will send you a little notification, whether it's, I believe Twitch has an app. They will send you a push notification on your smartphone. Or they will also send you an email, and that way you'll know exactly when Krill is streaming, and you can go check out his stream. But yeah, the SG553 here, like I said, is a very good gun, and is quickly becoming one of my favorite guns to use in the game. Not just one of my favorite carbines to use. I think I mentioned in a couple of videos back that I'm starting to use carbines a little bit more, because I've pretty much knocked everything out for the assault rifles and gotten all of the attachments. I've gotten a lot of the master dog tags for the weapons in the assault tree, the assault rifles. So I'm starting to move on to the carbines, and I've also mentioned that in any of the sections, if there is an ace weapon in that section, chances are it's probably going to be the best gun in that section or in that weapons tree. However, there are those guns that come very close to being just as good as the ace, and I have found, after kind of messing around with this gun, that the SG553 is one of those weapons that is almost as good as some of the ace weapons. If you ever Google like Battlefield 4 weapons, or any weapons of any video game for that matter, but specifically for Battlefield, if you ever Google like Battlefield 4 weapons, you will probably see a website that will show you the exact number that the gun hits for, the exact time that it takes for the gun to reload. People put a lot of time and effort into these websites, and it's awesome when they do. I don't really check out those weapons very often, but when I do, I'm always impressed that there's a ton of information and a ton of solid effort put into these websites. So kudos to those guys that put in a lot of the time and the effort to find out all the weapon info and to compile it into a website and a good article. So kudos to those guys, because they do a very good job. But if you do check out these websites, you're going to see, if you compare the stats for the SG to other weapons, you're going to say that it's not very good. You're probably going to say, yeah, I'm not going to really mess with that weapon because it doesn't seem like it hits very good. The damage isn't that good. Maybe the clip capacity isn't to your liking, even though there are, I believe, 30 bullets in a magazine. But really what surprised me was the damage of the SG. When it comes to the actual number damage of the weapon, it does not look very good. In fact, it's kind of on the lower side of some of the other carbines. And of course, this is all said assuming there are no future nerfs and all that good stuff, because that can happen at any time. But as of right now, the number stats do not look very good for the SG553. If you only go off the number stats that you see for the gun and decide to not try it because of that reason, you're really doing yourself a disservice, because the numbers, the actual number damage and the number stats for the SG is very deceiving. So even if you look at that and see that it's not very good number-wise, still give it a shot, because it's a really good gun. It's dropping people, for me, as fast as some of the other ace weapons, like the Ace 52. It's a pretty versatile weapon. It's really good up close. Of course, most of the carbines are really good, in CQB, close quarter combat areas. But it can also be used to effectiveness. Medium range, it's pretty solid. Longer range, you're going to have to burst or tap the trigger when you shoot the gun to make it more effective. But it's still a pretty versatile carbine. It's not as versatile as, let's say, the Ace carbine is, but again, extremely good, and right up there as one of the top weapons in the carbines. And in my opinion, I think it is one of the most underrated guns in Battlefield 4, and more specifically one of the more underrated carbines in Battlefield 4. So that's going to be pretty much it for the commentary, guys. I hope that you enjoy this Team Deathmatch right here on Operation Locker. I know that I've been uploading a lot of Operation Locker here as of late, but I've been getting a lot of good games here for some reason. I love Operation Locker, don't get me wrong, but most times when I upload a game, I don't want to put out the same map, you know, back to back. I want to get you guys a little bit of a variety. I don't play a lot of the other match types for Battlefield 4, so I try to concentrate on, you know, switching it up in terms of the maps. And I know I've been putting an Op Locker up quite a bit here as of late. I've got this game, and I believe I will upload either tomorrow or the next day another Operation Locker with F2000. Then I'm going to definitely try to get you guys some other maps. Also, this was just a fun match to play. I was able to kind of ninja revive LCO and Super when they got knocked down. I was at very low health, and they were throwing like grenades and bullets and everything in that direction. And I believe we all made it out of there alive, that little section there. So I was able to get to them and revive them. And in addition to talking about the SG553, that is another reason why I wanted to upload this game, is because it was just a fun match to play. But yeah, you see that this game is just about over. You got a couple more minutes here until it is done. So thank you as always for your comments, your ratings, and your subscription. It is always appreciated. Much love, and I will see you guys in the next video. Enjoy the end of this match right here on Battlefield 4.
Meds, pick it up!
Here's your med kit!
Here's your med kit, pick it up!